EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
He was tackled at the end of all that hitting and hollering. It was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lock on the give. It's Lindsay. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Mostert a first down carry, and this will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Good go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
San Francisco.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. This is intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
From the gun, it's Locke. This is the tight end fan. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
30, Philip Lindsay, the ball carrier. The tackle by Quan Alexander. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. Screen pass to Lindsay. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. That's out to the left and complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
brings up.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Block working out of the gun. Steps, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Pass rusher extraordinaire. D Ford that time getting the sack. Block now on 3rd and goal. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. We're scoreless after 1.
First quarter with no score.
2nd down at 4. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
39.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here we go.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's second and 9. Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the 10, first and goal. Here's Mostert. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
One more time with Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
The 49er ball
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Garoppolo now. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And Oliver picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Goal down for the field goal.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And Gold is able to put it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Operating from the gun. Lock. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
1st and 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love it when I have great field.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Garoppolo looks to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
21. Let's go. Mike, set 33.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike, set 33.
Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's going to be caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. He'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
49er ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Ed Oliver getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So maybe the defense will have to kickstart the offense here. The first points of the game comes from that defensive unit.
Yeah, sometimes you get together and you say, hey, maybe it's on us today. We have to go out and force the issue and make a play and get everyone else going.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
No gain on the
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now this time Locke will throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
At the 50-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Check. Alpha. Mike 54.
From midfield, here's Locke. Out quickly to Judy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. We don't want this. Mike, 56. Mike, 56. Hey, I'm cool, fellas. Let's go. 56. Ready.
From the gun, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 37 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the extra point.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
McManus's point after is good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 11-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Locke. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense,
They're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards, first down Niners.
First down San Francisco.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Mostert able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Raheem Mostert.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 31. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Second and 11 now. This is Mostert. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
2nd and goal.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier brought down at the 2-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Robbie Gould
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Monk's 56. Monk's 56. No gain on this defense. No gain. 56.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
56 to Monk, boys. 56. Check 56. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 56 to Monk.
Locke now on first down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's another.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. Then as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Open man, Hamler, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Locke working out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
66.
And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Exit situation. Let's go. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Locke again. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And inside the 20 before it's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 12-yard line.
Back to throw. Locke. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he's brought down. 1st down Broncos as Locke finds Judy. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially... And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but how
I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Second and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 2 throws the mark. Off the screen, off the screen. Off the screen, off the screen.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
Have some of this.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Broncos. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Broncos, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.